how much did growing up in Italy and the way talent is developed in Europe affect your game and impact your career going forward?
Well, it impacted me in a great way. I think it's, we're just having this conversation actually in the locker room. I just grew up around so much structure. And I didn't start playing pickup basketball really until I came back to the States when I was like 14 years old. So everything was very structured, very fundamental, moving without the ball, setting screens the right way, and all the basics.
Physically, how are you feeling right now?
I feel 37, which is great. You know what I mean? Versus, 37 and feeling like 70 or something. So, I feel pretty good. I mean, this is the schedule this last week has been tough. The amount of games that we're playing, but yet I feel pretty good. This is my second night for us on the back to back. Haven't been feeling too great the last couple of days, but I had the energy to go out and play, had to lay knock down some shots in the fourth, so I can't complain too much.
Kobe, where do you think you sort of place in Toronto's landscape when you look at the history in terms of, a lot of people look at Vince Carter early in his career and how he helped put the Raptors on the map, but you've been around for 20 years, and for a fan base that didn't have a team that grew up with you, grew up with some of the greats in this era, and the impact that you had and the Lakers maybe had on this fan base?
Well, I mean, hopefully, I've had a great impact and been able to inspire kids out here to play the game of basketball, help them kind of find the beauty in it, that I found when I was a kid. I think that's the most important thing, just helping kids be able to find themselves through the sport, and be able to find kind of an escape through the game of basketball. So, through my journey in my career, good stuff, bad stuff, I was always able to escape through the game. And hopefully, I've been able to provide that kind of escape for the kids growing up here.
Kobe, tonight I think you rated 16. That might have been one of the first.
Oh, really?
One of the first games.
50%. Finally.
I mean, is there something a little conscious of that, trying to less is more, maybe, and maybe just for those of us who haven't been following this journey, just looking at the box scores, your volumes have stayed high. Obviously, the makes aren't there. Why that approach? Why still playing Kobe basketball?
Because you have to just take what the defense gives you. Like when you come up and you catch and you shoot, defense is off. You got to take the shots, and you cannot play according to what just happened. Because then you just I can't stress that on you enough. Even if you're writing a shit story about me, which is totally fine. It's just fine. I mean, it's not the first one, but the last one. But I mean, it's really important for kids to understand that you cannot hold on to the last play because it will affect you. You gotta let it go. You gotta play what's right in front of you. Some days will be better than others, and that's what I try to do. And tonight it was I was able to trust my legs a little bit more and get more to the mid-range, right? Get more to the pull-ups. To those elbow sweet spots. And the shots are going for a little bit more than that.
Kobe, can you take us through how you cope with not being able to do the things that you used to do? That must feel strange when you get to this pinnacle.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. But you just try to figure your way through the challenge. You just try to learn from it, try to do better, and try to figure out this puzzle because that's what it is. I mean, it's tough. It's not like we're championship contenders or anything like that. You still have to try to go out there and do what you have to do. And when I'm playing well, we're a better team. And when I'm not, we're a worse team. And so I have to take the responsibility to try to do better.
Hey, Kobe, how do you explain that on this trip that you're better nights than on the second night?
I'm sorry, say again?
How do you explain that on this trip, your better performances than the second night?
I can't. Man, I don't know. Beats the hell out of me. I don't get it. You would think with the rest I'd be better on the first night back to back, but clearly that's not the case. So I have no idea.
And does it correlate anyway of just having some kind of rhythm carry over?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll start hopping on the treadmill the night before games and just running like crazy. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll be better on the first night back to back.
Steve Nash's last year, when he was fighting through the nerve problems, he said that what he really wanted to feel like was himself again. He had that one night in Philadelphia where he did, and that made him feel great about his career, about everything, gave us a piece. What are you looking for this year?
No, I'm not really looking for anything, honestly. I'm just trying to take the challenge of figuring out this age thing and trying to find a level of consistency where my game isn't just going up and down all the time. Just trying to figure that puzzle out. But in terms of comfort or peace of mind, I am completely fine. I'm complete.
Kobe, what did you think of the reaction from the fans here in Toronto tonight?
Wow. It felt absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I was sitting on the bench, they started chanting, "We won Kobe." Oh, they started chanting a little too early. It's like, dude, hold on, give me 5 minutes. Wait.
Kobe, how do you want to be remembered in the future after all those you have achieved?
As a person that just worked hard, extremely hard every single day. Left it all out there. That's the most important thing. It has nothing to do with talent. It has nothing to do with the championships. It has everything to do with working hard every single day and leaving no stone unturned. And if you can look yourself in the mirror and honestly say that you've done that, you should be happy and be proud of yourself.
Your coach said that he doesn't think that there's going to be anybody like you in this lifetime. What does that make you feel like?
Oh man, for coaches in the future, I hope not. Jesus Christ. Maybe. I mean, it's. I think with me as a young kid, I was just very bullheaded and ultra aggressive and just wanted to win. And that's a double-edged sword, right? It cut both ways. You know what I mean? And I was very fortunate to have great coaching come in to teach me how to tame that and to be patient with me and help my game get to another level, so I can be the person that I am sitting in front of you guys today. But I mean, it's a tough journey. And nowadays with social media and the amount of coverage, it's very hard for players to be open and to not be afraid of taking risks because of the fear of criticism. So it is tough for players to come out and then to play with that kind of aggression night in and night out because of that. I think.
Michael Jordan figuring out the age thing and what you're doing on the court. Does a guy like you reach out to guys who've been through this before? Talk to them?
Yeah, but there's nobody that's been this damn old playing. It's very tough to find guys trying to do this, and so I mean it's kind of uncharted territory for me. And dealing with the surgeries too. I still deal with it to this day. Trying to do therapy for all three of them on top of the aging body. So I mean, it's a 24-hour job. I normally go out and get some dinner, but I just ice bath.
Where does the 81-point game rank for you career moments?
I mean, it's right up there. I think the moment the game was more special, not just from a basketball standpoint, but from a family standpoint. It was my grandfather's birthday, who had passed away recently, and my grandmother, who who doesn't like coming to the games because it makes her so nervous. She flew out to LA and she came down to the game and watched me play. So from a personal standpoint, that game holds a tremendous amount of value, more than I think people think, aside from what took place on the court.
Kobe, were you surprised none of the highlights of that game were part of the tribute video?
Say again?
Were you surprised that none of the highlights of that game were part of the tribute video?
Clearly you were from the question. So if you're looking for me to co-sign your story, fine, I will.
So Michael has said in his retirement, when he turned 50, he said that it was really hard for him to replace basketball, and that he almost wished he could give back his gifts so he could breathe again. And it was that quote. How are you going to fill it when it's over?
Well, with my passion. I mean, and that's the hard part about it, is it took me about 15 years to kind of figure out what the next step is. But I'm very excited about it, and I'm extremely passionate about it, extremely focused on it. And that is the hard challenge for athletes, is to figure out what comes next. Because basketball or sports or whatever it is comes so easy, right? You're born, and this is what you do from a very young age, and it's very hard to figure out what the next thing is. But you know, I'll be fine.
Let's go with 2 more questions, please.
What do you think? What specifically about you or your game do you think made you such a polarizing player over the years?
This is the filter kicking in. I was totally going to say something, but then I decided.
It's better without the filter.
You know, I think it's I play with the chip on my shoulder, man. You know, I didn't care who was out there in front of me, and my job was to try to make your night absolutely miserable. I mean, that was my mindset. Honestly, man, I came out there to destroy you. And so when players used to line up with me, it was something like they knew it was going to be a very, very long night, emotionally, physically, you know. And I think fans could sense that. I think competitors could sense that. And that's something that it's not a very likable characteristic to have. But I found comfort in that. And I think that's why it's not so much the fact that people didn't like it; it's the fact that I liked the fact that they didn't like it.
Kobe,
You know what I mean?